Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm here because I am a quarter of the way with the tiny painting challenge, and I wanted to give you some updates and some changes I had made. So let's dive in, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and check my last video so you get up to speed, and then come back to this one and check out the paintings I have so far. So starting with the smaller one, first I started with these size paintings, and I had added this really small one and then a bigger size, and then I also added this one. So in the last video we talked about these categories I was planning to do on each little sketchbook, but there had been some changes on that. So basically, I started getting requests by some of the followers of, oh, make this for me, make this for that. And then I didn't want to say no. And some of the suggestions were like great, but they didn't fit into the categories, actually just one of them. So since that happened, I added this one, the bigger size, and I added just the sheets to make a separate painting, not in a sketchbook. So let's start with the little ones first. So this sketchbook is the leaf one. I didn't put cold press paper on this one. I put hot press, which is smooth, and it gives me kind of like an illustration kind of finish to it. So I'm really pleased with this one, and I love my atom little leaf. On the next sketchbook, I have flowers, and I loved how they turned out. This was the first one that I made this size. This is 1 inch by 1 inch, and you can compare it with a quarter, and it's quite small, but I love it, and I think the details came out really good. And this is also cold press. All of them are cold press paper except for the leaf one. Okay, and for the next one, this is the insect one, and so far I've done 4 on this one. And if you remember from the last video, I wanted to do a separate one for butterflies, but then since I added the kind of skyscape one, the bigger one, I decided to incorporate the butterflies on the insect one. Also, I just realized by drawing some of these insects, I don't enjoy drawing insects that much, so that will kind of help me out a little bit. On the next one, we have the birds, which is one of you guys' favorite. And so far, I've done 5 of these. This one right here, the hummingbird, was a request by one of you. So I was really happy with the results on the bird ones, and also of the response of all of you. And then for the next one, we have the fish one, which this one is nearly done. This one was the one I started with, and now I have 9 little fish in here. Some were requests from my son and my mom, and then some other ones were just kind of one of my favorite, which is the koi fish. And then I'm planning to do another one of my favorite ones, which is the betta fish at the end. But other than that, once I have the entire little sketchbook done, I'm planning to do little sets of pins to sell on my Etsy. So if you want to check that out, stay tuned for that. And then I also have now this other sketchbook, but this one only fits 8 paintings. So that's why I decided to add the little pad of paper so I can make the extra 2 in here. So for the skyscape ones, I'm planning to do all kind of clouds. I recently moved to Miami, and I realized there's a lot of clouds here, so I'm kind of inspired by them, and I've been working on a lot of clouds and skyscapes. So this is the 2 I've done so far. These paintings are 2.5 by 4, which is still pretty small, so I think they still fit into the category of tiny paintings. And then finally, this was a request by one of you, and it was a little acorn, and that one was done separately. So this is how far I've come. I have 25 paintings here in total, so I'm a quarter of the way of the challenge, and I think they look amazing. And like I said, I'm planning to do little sets once I've done all of them in one sketchbook. Other than that, I also want to announce that I have a free class on Patreon. If you are interested in learning how to watercolor techniques, basic techniques, this is also for beginners, but there's also some stuff for kind of watercolorists that already have some knowledge of the basics. So check it out. There is that free class that you can take right now, and the link is below. All the links for all the things I've mentioned here, the sketchbook, they're all down in the link tree below. And then I guess this is it. I'll see you on the next update, which will be halfway the challenge. And I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.